G'day, guys. Welcome back to SuperCoach with Dion. Welcome to my rapid fire round 4 review. Hope you're going well. Now, I'm going to keep this one really short today because there's a super quick turnaround time in between rounds. We finished a round last night, start a new round today, and you're probably not going to have much time to watch any content. So try to keep this one, fingers crossed, under 10 minutes. So for the round, 849, that was a top 13% score. Nothing super there, but not an absolute disaster. I'm currently hitting my goal, sitting inside the top 4% overall. My goal is the top 5%, so things can change very, very quickly in this game, but fairly happy for now. I'm certainly getting away from that leading pack, so I'll need to make a few moves in order to set myself up for the rest of the season this week and next week. But as I said, things are looking okay. I've seen a green arrow for, I think, 3 weeks now. So traveling in the right direction anyway. But that's it for the intro, guys. Let's get straight into it. See what the trades are looking like for this week. All right, so as you can see, no real scores of note here, apart from probably 3. We had Daniel Sams, who I brought in last week as a VC. That was phenomenal. What a first game he had. Well, what a last over in the first game that he had. Just jumping through the roof with that. But really nice VC option. If you didn't VC him and he went with more of a pod like a Bancroft or maybe like a Hales, you would have lost out a fair few points there because he was a super popular VC or captain choice, particularly in the top 5 to 10%. So he did really well. He had Maxi really bounced back with a 150, which was nice. And the other man, Alex Hales, a 99, one off the ton. That was also good. But look, he had blokes like Webster with a 0. Hopefully he can replicate something similar to what he did in his first double. Not too sure, though. I'm not overly confident with Webster anymore after what happened last week, but hopefully he can bounce back, see what happens there. We had Matt Short with a 10. Who saw that one coming? No good. Southo with a 40, not fantastic, but it is what it is. To Cock, super disappointing there. Got a nice run out, which was nice. I thought here's a good bonus for him. And then a golden duck on that wide ball. Just super disappointing, but it is what it is. So I'm not going to go into any great detail about any more players here. Let's talk about what my trades are going to be for this week. So in the kitty, we've got just over 40K, well, just under 50K, we'll say. So 48,200. Let's have a look at the break-even situation here. So, sorry, I'll try to get everyone in. So we've got DeCock on a 24. As I said, I'm pretty keen on keeping him there. McDermott, I don't know what's going on with him, but he'll have a double in a couple of weeks. Webster's staying in. So Bancroft, Davies, Hales, all fine to go. But keeping in mind that the Thunder do have the double in the last round of the season. So I'm pretty keen on keeping a couple of these blokes on my bench. Not sure. We'll see how we go there. Conley's obviously got the bye. These two blokes are coming up to a double as well in the next 2 weeks. Short, not trading out him, coming up to the double. Sams, Sanger could both trade out. Maxi's got the double this week. And Chief, he's also fine to trade out, I think. These blokes will also come up to the double. So I'm not too keen on trading out blokes who I know we'll have another double coming up. So the Thunder, they're a bit of a different situation because they do have the upcoming bye, which is next week, along with the Stars. So given the fact I've got 7 currently in my side, I do need to move a few on. So for me, if we look at the break-evens, we've got 112 from Bancroft. That really stands out. Keep in mind, though, he's just got that new DPP status. Or I could flip him. So he could be handy to have, but I think he's probably an obvious one just to trade out. You've got Davies with a break-even of 66. Hales is only 11. Probably keep on to him. Sam's 26, looking to keep on to him. Then we've got a 67 here, a 72 from Chief. So you've got more money to play around with if you trade out the Chief. But in saying that, 72 break-even, 67 break-even from Sanger. I'm more likely just to trade out Sanger, I think. So let's trade. We'll start with Bancroft. I reckon we'll get Davies out as well. And then we'll go down to Sanger. So that means if we look at Stars and Thunder play with those 3 out, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, which is okay because you've obviously got more trades next week. And I do want to keep on to a couple for some loops as well. So that's something else just to keep in mind. So let's have a look at our options. Now, we'll filter to the Stars, but as I said, I'm just not really keen on too many. Maxi have already got. Webster have already got. All right. Ralph won't be here. People are trading in this man. This is why you've got to be up with the news. Do not trade in Harris Ralph. He won't be playing. He's gone. Cartwright, I believe, has a pretty high break even. Mir, I don't think, is here. Wasim is probably the man for me. So DPP, 53 last week. He's got an average of 41. So I've already got the first two here. Ralph not available. Mir not available. Cartwright not too keen with a bat only with a high break even. He's probably the obvious choice at this stage. Dawson, no. Rogers is the other one that you take a look at, along with this man, Marcus Stoinis. So really for me, there's three options here. If I'm looking to bring in one stars player, it's Wasim, Rogers, or Stoin. The thing with Stoin is he's pretty highly owned, not necessarily in the top 1%, but surely he's due for a big one. Surely he's due for a big one. And I want to be able to jump on when the time comes. But this is really the only week that you can, because this is last double. So I'm tempted by Stoin, but just in current form, can you go there? He's been such a great antipod to have, but I've just got a feeling one of these weeks he's going to come back. Rogers is the other bloke, got a friendly sort of a break even on a double, but again, batter only. For me, I think it's got to be Wasim for the week. So with Wasim, that's going to give me 3 stars, which is pretty low on a double, but I've got a bit of a different strategy to some other coaches that are looking to load up on the stars. We need to look to the next week. So next week, we've got 2 teams on the double, which is the Scorchers as well as the Strikers. So I'm actually pretty keen to start planning for that. The week after that, the Scorchers continue their double for their second double in a row, and they have that with 2 teams, which is the Heat as well as the Hurricanes as well. So I don't think I need to plan really for Heat and Hurricanes. I've got 2 and 2 at the moment. I'm feeling okay there. It's probably a striker that I want to target as well as a scorcher. And there's one bloke that has been absolutely killing me. And if only I had have got him in over bloody David Payne. And you know the bloke that I'm talking about? It is Mr. Overton, Jamie Overton. I think he's close to a must-have with their upcoming double. The man is in form with the bat, with the ball. He's just doing everything at the moment. So I was actually spewing. What was it? So there was, I think they were 1 for something. Was it Lynn that was in as well as Short? This is Darcy Short. And I thought, surely Overton won't get a bat here. This is brilliant. But no, he comes in, whacks it with his strike rate, and yeah, phenomenal player. So I think I need to get him in. And then I've got 137K left. So I want to go early on a scorcher. And I do have a bloke in mind, and I can afford him. And it's actually a wicket keeper in Josh Inglis. But very quickly, Aaron Hardy, 207K. The Dwarf, over 200 as well. So these blokes aren't going to be easy to get in. You've got Morris, Ty with a really low break even. I think he's going to be a really popular selection. McKenzie, don't know about job security. Richardson, Agar, he could be decent. So a possible in there. Kelly, don't know what's going on there. Marsh, Hassett, Gannon. But the bloke that I'm looking to bring in is actually Josh Inglis. So I'm just going to use some DPP here. We'll get Wasim into the bowlers, and then we'll be able to select Josh Inglis. So preparing for a double here. I know that he's got the bye this week, but I'm going to use him to great effect, I think, anyway. And we've got Wasim. So we'll complete those trades. Only 3,700 in the bank. If I did go Stoin, I'd have close to 40. So that may be an option there. See how we go. But if we take a look at this side now. Yeah, no, I haven't selected the emergencies yet. Oh, good. I'll just get that up. So what we'll look to do this week. So we've got... Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. The zoom is just a little bit out. There we go. So we've got DeCock, McDermott, loopholes here. All right, and these guys got the doubles. So what I'm pretty keen to do is use advantage of some of the loops that I've got. So strikers, stars. So that means that you've got to have Short, I think, as the loophole there, as the emergency, sorry. So if Short goes well, we've already got him here. Now, is McDermott going to play? I'm not too sure. But let's just say that he does. Then what we'll do here is we'll chuck the emergency on McDermott. He's got the second game, so we can see how McDermott does. If I like his score, then I simply leave Inglis there. If I don't, DeCock can come up. Yeah, so I've got a lot of different options here. If I go down here, so what's the obvious loop here? So you've got the Hurricanes versus Thunder strikers. So I'm not looping Shorty. I'm just having him on. I'm not going to loop the two Stars blokes. Just leave them on. So I've got Sutho. He's got the last game. Sam's I'll just leave on there. So I reckon what I'll do is I'll actually loop Chowdhury. So he plays just before, doesn't he? Yeah, just before Walter. So I'll chuck the air on him. This is going to allow me to make a few decisions on my loops here. So I like that. I like that. And to be honest, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to straight C Maxi. I don't care. I'm just going to straight C him because what am I going to do? If he has a 30 type game, and I think I mentioned this last week, if he has a 30 type game, am I going to go to a Chief? Who else am I going to go to? I'm just not confident on anyone else. And he's got that second game to make up for it. So I'm just going to straight C Maxi, and that will just allow me to then take advantage of all of my loop options. I can take the best scores from a Short, McDermott, a Chowdhury type. And if they don't fire, then I'll just bring one of these other blokes on. So that's how the team's looking heading into this week. Next week, what I'm going to look to do is use a boost and bring in 4 Scorchers. So Richardson, I think, is going to be close to a must-have. You've got your Ty. Hardy's going to be a must-have. So those 3, definitely. Can I afford a Dorf? Probably not. We'll see what happens there. It may be an Agar that comes in, but pretty keen on bringing in 4 Scorchers. That way I'll have 6 for the 2 doubles. And then going into the next week after that, possibly look to maybe get a Heat player in. Maybe do you get a Hurricanes player? We'll see how we go. But I said I'll keep this short. That is a discussion for another day. So that is the team, guys. Let me know how you went this week. Let me know what your trades are heading into this week. And I'll see you soon in the next one. All the best luck. Catch up. Bye.